Okay, so over the years, last few years in particular, I've had a lot of people asking what is good dive training for spearfishing, and up until somewhat recently I've never had a good answer. A few months ago, Craig from the Tweed Gold Coast Free Divers put together a clean-up dive on Cleaning Up Australia Day. So I went down to see what it was like, just out of interest, and thought, hey, we'll give it a hand. And something I discovered when I went down to help out was that it's actually remarkably good training, for spearfishing in particular. I've tried other things like swimming in pools and doing the yoga and breathing and all that stuff, and nothing's really similar to the act of actually spearfishing. But this kind of is. You are hunting, you're looking for things, you're searching along the bottom, you're trying to find those different shapes that let you on to think that something could be there that you wanted to catch. Just in this case it's rubbish and it doesn't swim away. You're constantly swimming. The footage here is over about a 4-hour dive, and you don't stop. Because it's in a river, the current is constantly pushing one way or the other, and if you want to stay in the area where you're looking for the rubbish, you have to swim. Personally, I've been putting my float in an eddy and anchoring it there. You saw that at the start where I was tying it off to a nice big rock. That way I'm not constantly dragging the float with me, because it gets very, very heavy once it's loaded up. And again, that leads into more training. You are constantly dragging these bags that are full of rubbish, these heavy bags that are resistant. So you're doing resistance training and swimming and swimming and swimming, and it is actually really good training. And let's face it, it's also fairly good to give a little back to the environment and the ocean, seeing that spear fishermen, let's not kid ourselves, we take a lot. We don't give a great deal back. And because you're constantly having to recover after doing these dives and spending your energy on the bottom, picking up the rubbish and swimming and then going and unloading the rubbish again and coming back and doing it again, you're increasing your body's natural dive reflex. You're helping yourself get better at recovering. You're not going to take as long to breathe up between dives in the future, even though you probably still should for safety reasons. But all of this, every little bit of pieces, is helping you with your spearfishing. And my dive fitness has improved greatly, due to my boat being broken and having to bum lifts all the time and weather constraints. And I'm sure everyone here will understand, and at some stage in their spearfishing life had this issue. It's been tricky getting dives when I have time off, so my dive fitness was going to pot, for lack of a better word. And over the last 2 months it has improved phenomenally. So in short, before I ramble on any longer, let's just surmise what I was trying to get out there for everyone. Number one, it is excellent fitness training for spearfishing. Number two, it cleans the river. That's a good thing. That won't end up in the ocean. It won't break down, turn into microplastics. All these good things. Number three, it's just a good way to scout new areas. If you're going to go and clean an area where you can go spearfishing, you get to know and learn every inch of that area, because you've been there, you've picked up the rubbish. You're going to know where the snags are, you're going to know where the eddy currents are, you're going to know everything. So it's good for scouting, again, helping your spearfishing. Number four, it gives a good perception of spearfishermen in the community. Now, you imagine you're a line fisherman cruising down the river and you see a whole bunch of spearos around. You're going, they're in here killing all the fish, bastards. And then you see them pulling a whole heap of rubbish out at the end of the day. You're going to go, maybe they're not a whole bunch of bastards. Maybe they're an alright bunch of bastards. So yeah, 4, good perception, which can mean a lot for the future of the sport. And number 5, last but not least, it's fun. It really is. I highly recommend it. You get to find some pretty cool things. The other day I found a motorcycle. So you never know what you'll find. So it's kind of like an adventure, a treasure hunt if you will. 90% of it's rubbish, but maybe more. But you do find the occasional cool thing. So it's worth it, just for the fun factor. Even if all the other things disinterest you entirely. Try it for the fun. Well, thank you for watching and listening. If you have. If you haven't, that's fine too. Your choice. Now, just so you know, this continues for a while yet, as I have edited the footage down from one day's diving. This is just one day's diving. It was 4 hours in an area about 10 square meters. So you can see by that just how much rubbish there is out there, which is why I'm trying to do this. Hopefully it starts something and people go out and start doing it. If not, I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to keep doing it for fun. So yeah, this will probably be the last video you'll see of just picking up rubbish, but hopefully it has some effect, and more of you start going out and just doing cleanup dives when you can't get out for a good spear. I'll put some music on now, and thanks for watching. Oh, and please do not think this means I've become a vegan hippie. It definitely doesn't. This is just good for getting better at going and killing things. So you do this, you get better, you kill more things. Not a vegan, not a hippie. Okay, good. Just thought I'd make sure you weren't getting the wrong impression. Sweet. Enjoy the music.
Vegetarian votes from against your resident station. Detect, rusting to the core, alteration. Exploding stars, igniting like kinetic regions. Use foamy words, evacuates millions of humanoids from Nova Storm, threatening solar system. To flee proceeds. Lost of light, artificial trade, forsake trace, into journey. Split-retaining creatures, stage for use anomalies, essentially take place science, those unknown, costing the bells. Confrontation of advancing technologies, laser engagement, total legal detonation, common surveillance, systemic proliferation, star-pointless government, make their formation to attack, weakening the shield, multi-raging war machine, heavily, through this destructive firepower, main sectionality, in the seventh conflict higher. before the time. Ultramarines beyond the stars in the time and the ancient ones walked on earth. In the company of shining angels, they had survived the forsaken wars. There was between the mighty forces of the gods, and after with his magic power rose. The Kenzie and the racing pain, Aphrodite and survived the time. In mountains deep inside, unknown to earth and skies. In the desolate places, only firm they lie. The blood of revenge created by the other gods. For the blood of the ancient is the key to the world. And this a black model. Curious, bright star under the stars come from of the war. It's the blood of the humans, it's the blood of revenge created by the other gods. For the blood of the ancient is the key to the world. And this the band. Survived the ancient wars. There was between the mighty forces of the gods. They had survived the time. In mountains deep inside, unknown to earth and skies. In the desolate places, only firm they lie.
Well, there you have it. Thank you for watching. It was a hell of a job dragging that back across the river, but I got out as much as I could on that day. Unfortunately I had to leave one pile behind and go back for another time. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hopefully it gets you amped to go out and do some cleaning and get better dive fitness, and if not, no, I'm going to keep doing it. Thanks for watching. Catching in next time. We'll be back to shooting fish and good fun. Thank you again.